What is up, everyone on YouTube? And today we have another episode of my free-to-play account series, and you guys can see I am ranked 23. So pretty much I've completed all of episode 1 in the story, and now progressing through episode 2. As you guys can see, I'm on chapter 2, stage 2 currently. I just haven't had enough time to progress. And the main reason why I'm progressing through actually is to unlock Furious. And Furious is going to be this guy over here, this third one under Angelica. And you're going to see you can forge this connection after clearing episode 2, 3-10, because this unit is pretty much essential to actually start farming gear. Wyvern, in fact. So I'll talk about that more in a future video covering Wyvern, but you want to make yourself way down to episode 2, 3-10, so you can unlock this unit, and then you can start focusing on farming gear and actually building up your unit. So you kind of want to rush there. So right now, I'll show you guys my roster. My roster is pretty dang good. You're going to see if I look at 5 stars here that I've pulled. We do have a summon event going on where you get a ton of summons. I got Alencia, I got Violet, and I got Destina. So I got 3 Earth units, which is kind of funny. But these units will be very good for me. Alencia will be good for Guild Wars offense to farm some PvP. Violet will be good for PvP and PvE. Then I have Destina, who is going to be good for PvP and PvE as well. So all these units are pretty good. I got pretty lucky with my account. And I also actually pulled Tamarin. Now Tamarin, I didn't pull randomly. I actually pulled on her banner, which I'll talk about how to do. But she is a Soul Weaver that can heal and actually tank for your team. So you can see she is on my free health set that I got on day 5 of the check-in. And you definitely want to use her once you get her, because she is one of the best units in the game. She is the best unit in the game for PvE. And you can get her super early on, and you will use her pretty much forever in so many areas of content. Like, I'm not even lying, she is used in like 90% of PvE content. That's how powerful she is, and she pairs very well with the Saria, because let's get her kit very quick. So she has a heal, which is very nice. Every 2 turns on her S2, heals your entire team. Her S1 is a single target attack that will actually heal 1 unit, but the biggest thing is her S3. So her S3 starts on cooldown, which is very unique, but once you actually use this, you will actually heal to full health, cleanse your entire team of all debuffs, and become an idol and take an extra turn. Now the extra turn will allow you to actually use your S2 or S1 right away, and your S2 in idol form will actually give everyone attack buff and also heal them, and also push them up on the combat readiness bar by a ton. It goes up to 50%, I believe, which is insane. Then we have our S1, which is an AoE attack that will dispel all buffs, which will be very good for some bosses, and also trigger a dual attack from the ally with the highest attack. So S1 is basically a very hard-hitting skill as well, because you'll be bringing an ally with you. So very powerful unit, and the reason why she pairs very well with the Saria is because the Saria can reset Tamarin's skill cooldown, which will make her S3 actually get off cooldown right away if she's faster than Tamarin, which is very, very strong. So Tamarin, definitely a unit you want. If you don't understand her completely, you still want her. She's just super powerful. When you get her though, just make sure you actually skill enhance her S3 to +1, because you want this skill turn cooldown, and it'll only cost you 3 Mulgora and 8 of these Archer's Visions, these rare catalysts. If you guys don't know how to get this, Mulgora you can get just from playing the game and from the store, from the Conquest shop and the Transmit Stone shop. And the catalyst you can get from farming adventure mode, or you should have a ton of these rare catalyst boxes. Just click this and get 8 of these Archer's Visions, and you should be able to upgrade it. You want to do this ASAP once you get Tamarin, because you're going to be using her a lot, and this is super important to have to cycle her very, very OP S3. Now the way you actually can start this summon for Tamarin is by going to the side story list here in the side story tab. Then you can see that there is a list of all of these banners or side stories that you can actually start. And these are going to be from completing the story. So as you progress through the story, you will actually unlock these. And you're going to see for Tamarin here, because we did beat episode 1, what you can actually do is replay her side story, or I guess play it. And what you want to do is actually start it. And once you actually start it, you unlock the entire side story. You can actually go through the side story, you're going to buy all the stuff which you can actually use. Also, conveniently, there are her Archer's Visions here and her catalyst that she needs to actually be awakened and also skill enhanced. And you can play through this normally like any other side story and farm currency for her. Now, you don't actually have to play through it all the way. You're going to see that I haven't even started it yet. But once you actually start this side story, what you can actually do is go to the summon screen, and you can actually summon that unit. So if you go to summon here and you go to story summon, there should be a drop down where it says like start a summon or whatever, and you'll have a list of the side stories that you've completed, and you can choose Tamarin. Now Tamarin is going to be the biggest priority of your account in the early game, you definitely want her ASAP. Notice her banner down here will only last a week, and you will see that if you guys don't get unlucky, you actually will not pull her that early on. 1% rate. So what you guys actually want to do is make sure you start summon on her with 605 of these Covenant bookmarks saved up, because of the fact that you might have to actually go to the guaranteed summon and pity her. And if that happens, you want to make sure you're prepared. If you actually summon on this banner and the time period elapses, you will lose all of your progress on that guaranteed summon. It won't get saved anywhere. So you definitely want to make sure that you actually, make sure you save enough bookmarks before pulling first. You want 605 in case you get unlucky. You could do this by doing, the quests in the adventure mode and side stories and using your sky stones to actually buy Covenant bookmarks. So basically, definitely want to make sure you get to 605 bookmarks and then do it. There's a ton of events going on. New players should be able to reach that amount, not too difficultly. So as soon as you get that, you want to pull on her banner. I got it from doing all the quests and stuff like that. And yeah, I did end up getting her. So even if you start her banner early at when you have 400, 500 bookmarks, in that time you should be able to get up to the pity amount pretty easily, which is what I did. So you definitely want to make sure you try to get Tamarin ASAP. She is so good for your account. For the Adventures path, we're still making our way through. I'm on the second to last one. I've done all the other ones. Really important you actually do this because of the fact that at the end of the second to last one, you get this really good attack set and really good crit set, which you can use on your team to actually progress through the story and also to actually farm Wyvern. And then of course you unlock the last one, which will give you a ton of rewards here. You get a ton of conquest points, you get a ton of catalysts, right? You get a ton of buffs for free. Very important to do this. At the end, you'll get a ton of ascension materials, and also this potion of ascension, which will allow you to instantly promote a hero to 6-star, which is amazing. You'll get even more level 70 gear. As you can see, the list goes on and on with all this great stuff that they added to the game. You can even get a 5-star artifact and a 5-star hero, I believe, at the end, which is insane. And of course, you get a lot of Mulagora as well. So you definitely want to make sure you're progressing through. So I think my account progression is coming on pretty nicely right now. As of recording, it is day 6 reset just happened. So I'm not too far along, honestly, but I think this is where the game progresses a lot more quicker once you get this health set, so you can actually tank a lot of areas of content. Usually in the early game, your front line just dies very quickly. But with that set and with my Tamarin now, if you don't have Tamarin, you can use this on any Soul Weaver really. You can use this on a Montmorency. You can use it on Destina if you pulled for it. You can even use it on Ross. You can even use it on a Clury if you decide to actually use her as your tank. She's a very good early game tank. One of the tanks I actually recommend until you unlock Adventure Ross, his specialty change. Falcon or Clury, once you specialty change Clury, is one of the best in the game. So you definitely want to make sure you actually use her if you don't have access to another tank. And if you want to know how to actually get specialty changes, you go to Hero and Recruit here, do these quests, and you'll unlock their specialty change. Very important. Their skills get upgraded, and these skill tree buffs are extremely good. I think in the early game, you definitely want to do Montmorency and Clury ASAP, and then try to tackle episode 2 10-10 because it's very hard without these specialty change units. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys how far my account has come along. I'm going to definitely unlock Furious ASAP here because I need him for Wyvern. Once I get him and I actually level up my heroes a bit and unlock their awakenings, especially my Wyvern units, which is going to be Furious, Sigrid, Montmorency, and another ice unit. I'm trying to debate between using either Alexa or even Misty Chain, right? Then what we'll actually do is get into Wyvern and start farming gear and then gear out the rest of my team. So that is my plan and my roadmap for this account right now. Just unlock my Wyvern team and get into Wyvern because I do have a lot of the gears, and try to get to the end of this adventure's path, like I said, to get that extra set so I can use it on my Wyvern team as well. As always, if you guys enjoyed the series, make sure you hit that like button and comment down below if you are having any problems with the game. I'm sure people and myself will be able to help you.